Okay guys, so here are 10 lesser known physical signs of autism in girls. I'm going to get straight into it right now. Guys, welcome back to the AspieWorld. My name is Dan and I have autism. So if you want to learn more on this journey with me, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. You don't want to miss a video. Click that notification bell and you'll be notified when I upload videos. Okay guys, so I have an Autism Life Hacks PDF book you can download for free from autismhacks.net right now. Okay, so 10 lesser known physical signs of autism in girls. So the first one I'm going to talk about is sensory processing issues. Now, girls will experience sensory processing issues by being sensitive to touch, sound, light, seeking out sensory environments. Like they may really like plushies or like squishmallows or something like that. But then they'd also have an aversion to things like Velcro or slime, which is really interesting because you have sensory seeking attitudes and the sensory avoiding attitudes as well. Number 2 is delay in motor skill development. Now, this could be fine motor skills like picking up like pens or putting keys indoors to, macro ones where you're trying to pick up a glass and not drop it. These are physical signs of autism that will present themselves in females. Number 3 is difficulty with social communication. Girls who are on the autism spectrum will have a difficulty in social communication, which will be more apparent when they're trying to write a letter, instant message, or do like an academic kind of conversational piece. This will be struggling for them because they will not really understand the social implications of a conversation in social communication. Number 4 is repetitive behavior. This is kind of like doing the same thing over and over again. It could be stimming, rocking backwards and forwards, hand flapping, tapping their fingers together, twiddling their fingers together, twiddling their hair a lot, eating their hair. This is all self-stimulatory behavior, or stimming, which is a repetitive behavior, but it's a physical kind of manifestation that you could recognize and notice. Number 5 is difficulty with transitions. Now, this is transitioning from being at school to being at home, or vice versa, or being at home to being at the grocery store. All these things become very difficult, and what you'll find a lot of the time is that girls will really avoid doing the thing that has to change, so they'll just stay at home or pretend to be sick so they stay at home. This will happen a lot, especially in social situations. This will become more apparent. Number 6 is eating disorders. Actually, some girls with autism will be picky eaters or have difficulty with food textures, not to mention social pressure and peer pressure from school, where it's more prominent in girls to have more anxiety around food, since there's a social convention with things like that for young girls, which is horrible, but it happens. But autism girls are very more susceptible to that because of the neurological condition and the naivety of social communication. So number 7 is sleeping issues. Now, there's problems including like difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, regulating sleep patterns. Actually hitting REM is going to be difficult because the mind of an autistic female is going 1,000 miles an hour and they are trying to regulate themselves constantly and could very well come out in sleep issues. Number 8 is anxiety and depression, because autism is a neurological condition. It does come with mental health issues, and anxiety and depression, unfortunately, are some of the ugly ones that do rear their head for autistic individuals who are female. So number 9 is an unusual walk. So some females on the autism spectrum may have an unusual walking style. Now, this could be down to a motor delay or a sensory processing issue where they could be experiencing the feeling of walking on the floor quite uncomfortable and quite difficult. So number 10 is hypertonia. Now, hypertonia is a low muscle density or low muscle tone, which is like a physical sign of autism in girls, which means that the microdevelopment for holding pens and other kind of small objects will be difficult because they'll have low muscle tone in their actual arms, and they could be actually diagnosed with something called hypermobility also. Now, guys, if this video is interesting and educational, please share it on social media, give it a like, and leave me a comment. I'd love to read all your comments. Peace.